first and goal off the 9. Play fake. Holmberg rolls to the right. Can run if he wants to. He will, and he is in for the Blue Devil touchdown. The seas parted, and number 12 took advantage.
Yeah, not a designed quarterback run, but a very good decision again by Holmberg. Impressive outing by him and the choices that he's made to take care of the football.
And also, the O-line and the receivers. The O-line was giving me a lot of time to make those decisions and to make confident decisions, and the receivers were getting open. We were on the same page majority of the time, which goes a long way too. And they caught it whenever we threw it to them and made big plays for us.
Back-to-back Friday night games to open the season, and the Duke Blue Devils are now halfway through their non-conference schedule for 2021, with a pair of Power 5 opponents looming the next 2 Saturdays at Wallace-Wade Stadium. Hello everyone, welcome to Duke All Access. I'm Rebecca Fiorentino. Well, Duke took a disappointing loss at Charlotte in its season opener, but was determined to bounce back strong in week 2 against North Carolina A&T at home. Well, the team's emphasis during the week was aimed at improving in several areas of play. The overall focus was one of Coach Cutcliffe's long-held principles, trying to win every snap at practice and every play on game day. To get there, his Blue Devils had to show what they learned about themselves in their opener.
I think as a coach, particularly this day and time with the limited amount of practice, I talked with our staff about it going into the game. We're going to learn a lot of things about our football team. We did. One of the things is that we weren't ready situationally to go understand how do you go take a game and win it. There were opportunities to go win the game. And you've got to learn as a player when those opportunities exist, but you have to learn from your coaches. I think we learned that from a coverage standpoint, we weren't quite ready to be contesting in all of our disguises, which you have to have, but we didn't contest routes well enough in certain circumstances. We learned that we got to finish sacks. I had a concern about that, young defensive lineman, and then you flip it over and want to make sure that we could throw and catch versus tight man coverage. I think we've got to be better at that. We did learn we can run the football. We learned that we can be physical on offense. We learned that we got to work harder at tackling on defense. So I think that first game, when I'm sitting there watching it on the way back from the bus and making about 15 pages of notes, and then on through the rest of that night trying to get it finished. So I think it is where you learn the most this day and time about your football team.
We got to line up better to play well enough. And then knowing what to do every part of this drill. And then the effort of the drill, which was good.
What you do when you've got a team on the practice field, that's why I go up in a tower. Not just every play in a game, it's every play at practice, but let's go take it down even further. I can tell if a guy's trying to win a game in a drill. Just an agility drill, a mentality. I'm watching us covering punts at practice or covering kickoffs. I can see if we're trying to win the game right there. You can see a player competing at a level. Don't tell me you're going to do it in a game if you're not doing it on the practice field when we're going pass protection and pass rush against each other. So, just my eyes through the years, I think it's become a bigger challenge, to be honest with you, this day and time. But it's my job to teach a team how to win. And the only way I know to do that is to make sure we have everybody that's earned playing time out there every snap trying to win the game. Do your job and try to win the game on this play. Playing to win the game every play is not only the most important concept for a team to grow, it's the most important concept for your program. And if you can develop that as a coach, that's that old saying where we can take ours and beat yours, and we can take yours and beat ours. That's coaching to win the game.
Duke All Access is brought to you by Gatorade. Greatness starts with G. By Continental Tire, proud supporter of Duke football. And by Coke Zero Sugar. Best Coke ever?
try it first.
It's bow time. If the workday's over but your family's hunger is gearing up for the night shift, drop a big bow box on it. Cause with 12 Supremes, biscuits, fixins, and tea, you can clock out and still enjoy a delicious dinner. It's bow time.
You're made to move. And now it's time to get things done. You're in the driver's seat, chasing green lights and open roads. And you know those roads like the back of your hand. You're shaped by where you've been, but you're always looking forward with confidence. Continental Tire, for what you do.
Turn hard-working days into happy nights. Our battery AK Homeowner Series starts at just $199.99. Real steel. Find yours at over 10,000 local steel dealers.
It's bow time. If the workday's over but your family's hunger is gearing up for the night shift, drop a big bow box on it. Cause with 12 Supremes, biscuits, fixins, and tea, you can clock out and still enjoy a delicious dinner. It's bow time.
Wow, this new Coca-Cola Zero Sugar. Is it the best Coke ever?
No!
Yes!
No!
Yes!
No!
Yes!
Okay, I'm gonna try first.
Yes! I need to try it first.
Duke's season opener at Charlotte marked the return to action for two veteran Blue Devils, who should play major roles for this 2021 team. Jack Wallabaugh missed all of last year after suffering a knee injury in training camp, while defensive back Josh Blackwell missed the final 9 games following a mid-September injury. It was a long road back for the both of them, bringing Blackwell to his 5th year in college and Wallabaugh his 6th.
There were a lot of times, honestly, I don't know if that's normal or not normal, but I had a lot of ups and downs in my rehab that kind of made me think, you know, I didn't know if it would happen, or I guess when it would happen, if it would be before the season when I would be able to get back, or kind of during the season.
We've stayed as healthy as we could. When it comes to the virus, we have stayed as healthy as we could to whatever level that is. Certainly losing Jack Wallabaugh was a tough blow.
It was a weird situation, kind of deciding if I was going to come back for year 6, because to be honest, like, there wasn't a lot of thought into it. It just felt right away. Like right when I got hurt, Coach Cut had told me that he'd love to have me back, and I think it was even before I had surgery. I was like, okay, I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna do that. Like, this is what I want to do. I don't really know what else I would want to do besides that right now. So no, there wasn't any doubt of me coming back. I don't know if there was one specific person who helped me get through my rehab process the most. You know, all the guys on the team who had been through that ACL process, and, you know, even the other offensive linemen who were just here having a good time and, you know, bringing me up and getting my morale up. And, you know, it was definitely a big team effort.
On 1, 42, 42, ready! Good.
Preseason camp was definitely essential for me and my knee in the recovery process. It was interesting. I had to focus on a lot of different things than what I normally would in a preseason camp. You know, I think a lot of my goal for a decent amount of the first couple practices was, you know, just to get through practice all the way, in the sense of, you know, have my knee not tire out or have my legs not tire out, just kind of get through it and grind through it. Yeah, I think my first time being back on the field was definitely a surreal experience. Right before the game, I was sitting on the bench and, like, I got pretty, like, emotional. I didn't cry, but I got teary-eyed, and it was just, I looked around, I knew my parents were there, and, you know, it was really fun, and I was super excited and emotional to get back out there.
They keep it inside with a handoff. Durant bursting through 40. Mateo Durant is
I think anytime you can make a block that you feel like contributed a decent amount to a touchdown, it's a really cool feeling. But, you know, definitely being able to have a couple blocks in the game where you feel Mateo kind of run off your back or kind of cut off that block that you make is it was really cool, and not having that for a year and a half was something that you don't think about how much you miss and how good of a feeling it was. And going to the sideline and having guys talk about it and kind of be like, oh, did you see that? Or did what happened? And just, you know, guys just being super excited is an awesome feeling.
When a player spends an entire year out, as in Jack's case and Josh, obviously most of the year, it is a different perspective for them. There's a maturity level to that. They understand the total team concept. You can just see it and feel it. They utilized their time. They studied the game. They became better teammates. They were both great encouragers. And you know, it's like anything else in life. When you get a setback, is it an opportunity to grow, or does it become your opportunity to end? And both of them took it as an opportunity to grow.
Last season after Boston College, I tore my meniscus during a Sunday practice, and I actually had surgery the next morning. Quick turnaround, but I mean, I'm glad I got it done as quick as possible. Obviously, I was a little bit crushed about not being able to play with the guys that I came in with during their senior year, but I think it worked out for the better, and I don't want to say I'm glad it happened, but I think where I'm at now, I'm okay with where I'm at. Against Charlotte will really be my first time back on the field in almost a year. It was special. Being away from the game or something that you do every day is hard, but it was awesome to get back out there with the guys and run around a little bit. Definitely excitement, a little bit of anxiety, just because it was really a year almost. So to finally get back out there and to play was fun, and I'm glad I got to experience it with the guys.
I was looking around the huddle on Friday, and I just looked at him. I said, I went up to him. I said, "It's just nice to see you out here, especially through, coming back from an injury. I know how that is. I know how that feels, and just seeing a familiar face. A guy that's been here is his 5th year. Seeing him out there, it made me really happy personally to see him. But I know a lot of the guys, love seeing that. The coaches loved it. I'm sure. His family's really proud of him, and he worked through a lot this off season to get to a place where he could come back and perform for us. So he's doing just that. So it's great to see him out there.
You good, babe? Fly around, play fast. You got me, okay? Hey, I showed that one-on-one rep. You weren't in there, okay? Back shoulder. You just kind of lay your hand in there. Violent, and come down with something. You know what I'm saying? All right?
From the beginning of the injury to where I'm at now, it took a long time to get that confidence back in my knee and in myself, really. Just because you start to lose muscle, and it starts to, everything that you do, squatting, running, bending, it hurts. But I think maybe during spring ball, mid-spring ball, I think I started to feel like, I can do this, and I started to get my strength back and was able to even break the defensive back's power clean record. So I think I'm confident where I'm at and where my knee is at.
Since he's back, it's just add another leader to the room. I learn things from him every day. He learned things from me. We try to teach each other different techniques and things we can work on. If he sees me not giving full effort or anything on that field, he's the first one to tell me, and I'm the first one to tell him. And that's how it is in the room with the older guys we got and the leadership we have.
Looking back on last year and everything that went on with my knee, I guess I'm most proud of how I carried myself and how I kind of went about the injury. This is my first injury, but being able to just kind of go through a COVID year, class, everything that goes into a season or to a normal academic year, I'm really just proud of the way I carried myself and was able to kind of succeed and continue to make good grades and stuff like that.
This is Ford Truck Month. Now is the time to get a great deal on Ford Ranger, Ford Super Duty, and the all-new 2021 Ford F-150. Get our best offers of the year and see what Built Ford Tough can do for you. Welcome to the show, America. Welcome to the show. For a limited time, get 0% financing for 72 months on a 2021 Ford F-150 during Ford Truck Month. See your Carolina Ford dealer today.
Heart-stopping moments deserve heartfelt jewelry from Reed's. Our exclusive Love's Path collection features paths of gold merging around a center diamond, symbolic of how two lives join together to find adventure, understanding, and love. Our exclusive Roberta Z collection is a reflection of our founder, Roberta Zimmer, and mirrors the qualities we admire in the women around us. With Reed's exclusive jewelry collections, we have the perfect gift for each moment and milestone.
Turn hard-working days into happy nights. Our Battery AK Home Runner Series starts at just $199.99. Real steel. Find yours at over 10,000 local steel dealers.
Football 360 with Dave Harding, presented by Continental Tire, proud supporter of Duke football.
The Duke football team obviously didn't start the season the way they wanted to against Charlotte, but when I watched the tape, there are a few things that really impressed me. One of those was out of the running back room. Obviously, Mateo Durant was phenomenal, a career day running the football, but the person that helps provide depth in that room, Jordan Waters, was equally impressive. More so in the way that he brought energy and momentum to the team. Here's an example. In the first half, the Blue Devils find themselves down 10-0 with 8:34 to go in the second quarter. They're shocked a little bit on the road. To make matters worse, it's a 3rd down and 9 situation. Never an easy place to be if you're an offense trying to find a way to stay on the field. Well, what does Duke do? You dial up a pass play, and this is a great job. We'll break down the play a little bit of the offense and everybody executing all together, but more so on Jordan Waters relying on his athleticism, his physicality, a little bit of want to get down the field, not only pick up a first down, but to get into the end zone and provide the much-needed spark to get Duke back into this game. Here we go. As the ball is snapped, it's excellent work by the offensive line, all 5 of them sorting through their assignments, the tackles working their defensive ends up the field. Look at the pocket that Gunnar Holmberg has to operate out of. Really nice job, and that's textbook stuff by the offensive line. Another thing to consider, the running back usually especially in 3rd down situations, to provide a little added time and protection as a pass protector. He does a great job of realizing Charlotte isn't going to rush enough for him to be needed in the blocking scheme, so he sneaks out of the backfield. It's the time, the understanding from Jordan Waters, the running back, and the understanding and the working through the progression, partially because of that time from the quarterback, that gets the ball down to the check down in Jordan Waters right out here in the flat. Great pass, and essentially as soon as he gets his head turned, he's seeing contact from the corner. What does he do? With great awareness of the sticks, he's still short here, would not be a first down pickup, lowers his shoulder, and does everything he can to get up the field. Take a look at this. I mean, this is a beautiful job. Catch the ball first things first, get up the field next. Find those sticks and power and surge your way forward to the first down line. As he works his way up, explosion, straight up the field, and gets into the end zone. One of my favorite parts of this play, watch the statement that he makes on the corner. The safety that comes in second, so look at that. I mean, he is absolutely putting that guy down, saying, it's time to take a nap as I get up the field. This safety sees it. Look what he just did to his teammates. He eases off the gas just a little bit to allow Waters up the sideline, and man, does he make him pay. Gets a touchdown. Look at this. Beautiful job. The attention, that's Raekwon Boyette, co-offensive coordinator. You don't think he's fired up? Everybody along the sideline gets energized, super pumped up, fired up. When everything else had been a little slow, Jordan Waters comes in, takes things into his own hands, and gets into the end zone for the Duke Blue Devils. Certainly a great talent, great to have that kind of depth, but more so, great to have the poise, the confidence, the ability to throw the ball out there and let a playmaker take over the game and get you right back in it when things aren't looking so good.
One of the most eye-opening aspects of Duke's start to the 2021 season has been the play of senior running back Mateo Durant. His 255-yard rushing effort at Charlotte marked the best single-game performance in Duke history. It was the 9th 200-yard rushing game ever for a Blue Devil, joining the ranks of Sean Wilson versus Kansas, Robert Baldwin versus Maryland, Randy Cuthbert versus Georgia Tech, and Chris Douglas versus Georgia Tech.
Usually when you outrush an opponent, you're going to win the game. That's pretty normal. And when you have a guy do it at the level that Mateo did it, it's a shame it wasn't in a winning circumstance. And I know I believed that for years, that if you run the ball well, you're taking care of the football and not fumbling it, and you run it well, you're going to possess the ball. You're going to break a will of an opponent. I don't know if I've had as many long runs. We didn't possess the ball as much, but it's a good sign that we're going to hopefully be a physical football team and win that part of the game, win that battle of the line of scrimmage on that side of the ball.
It's bow time. If the workday's over but your family's hunger is gearing up for the night shift, drop a big bow box on it. Because with 12 Supremes, biscuits, fixins, and tea, you can clock out and still enjoy a delicious dinner. It's bow time.
You're made to move. And now it's time to get things done. You're in the driver's seat, chasing green lights and open roads. And you know those roads like the back of your hand. You're shaped by where you've been, but you're always looking forward with confidence. Continental Tire, for what you do.
This is Ford Truck Month. Now is the time to get a great deal on Ford Ranger, Ford Super Duty, and the all-new 2021 Ford F-150. Get our best offers of the year and see what Built Ford Tough can do for you. Welcome to the show, America. Welcome to the show. For a limited time, get 0% financing for 72 months on a 2021 Ford F-150 during Ford Truck Month. See your Carolina Ford dealer today.
I need to try it first.
The Game Breakers.
Over the middle, got a man wide open. And down the middle of the field, it's Jake Marweedy headed to the end zone. Out of the shotgun, Harris with Brown standing to his left. Play fake to him, looking up top, trying to throw. Has Calhoun wide open behind the defense, makes the catch, and walks in for the touchdown. 38 yards for your first career score. Harris takes a snap, looks to the left, fires that way, complete. Driving inside the 15, the 10, the 5 is Mateo Durant into the end zone for the touchdown. Throws down the middle of the field, looking for Eli Penkel, who's got it! Touchdown! Throws to the left, there's Calhoun. He may have 100 yards here, he might have another touchdown. Down the left sideline, inside the 15, stays on his feet, heading to the end zone! Touchdown! Red zone for the first time tonight. Holmberg with Durant to his right. They'll keep it on the ground with Durant. Slicing off tacklers, breaks free inside the 10, and he will take it in for the touchdown. The patience of Mateo Durant as he takes it in, and the Blue Devils are an extra point away from tying it up. Here's the snap. They keep it on the ground. Durant moves the pile, and he is in for for the touchdown with 1 second to spare. Trying to bounce it outside right, he will, cuts inside, and Moore is into the end zone for the touchdown. He's elusive and on full display right there.
Really awesome to get that first win. The difference in the next morning is truly daylight and dark. Really proud of our team, proud of the staff. It really was somewhat of a story of two different halves, as you've seen. You know, we felt like we could get started fast. We felt good about the kicking game in this one. Unfortunately, we didn't return kickoffs as well as what we thought we could have, but when we got the first score, we knew we were going to kick an onside kick on our first kickoff. If that would have been the opening of the game, we would have done it then. But it's always great to steal a possession and then do something with it. And I thought our offensive play, after they used up an entire quarter for the most part. Our offensive play in the second quarter was really, really good, particularly that last drive and finishing strong there. Defensively, you know, we hurt ourselves. Again, we let them convert, gave them opportunities. You know, a solid first half. Man, did it all change, as we've seen, covering a kickoff like you're supposed to cover a kickoff. We get that opportunity. We call that blue zone. When our defense takes the field, when an opponent is backed up, we get a stop there, we get a nice punt return, we turn it into more points, and you can take a game over in a hurry that way, and that's something that we got to build off of. Concerns going in, and the concerns of the first half was tackling better, tighter coverage, and we still got work to do there. The concern for us offensively is we can't be one-dimensional. We didn't run the ball as well as I would have liked, but I think we got to help them a little bit more with the run game. But we certainly showed that we can make some plays in the passing game. So all in all, an outstanding victory, an opportunity to build on it. It's getting ready to get a whole lot tougher. We all know that. But I think right now we're a tougher team than when we started. We look forward to continue with you, and we expect to see you all here next week as we play Northwestern. So we look forward to seeing you next Saturday.